What's up, Waymakers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
Freddy, Fred!
And today we're going to talk about some entitled network marketing distributors, MLM distributors, who, quite frankly, need to be put in their place because no one else ever does it in their lives, I guess. A few weeks ago, I received a comment on my Amari deep dive video, which, if you guys have been around for my deep dives before, which I haven't done one in a few months, I usually kind of space them out because they're a lot of work, but quite frankly, every time I do one, I almost never get, views that are worth the effort that I put into them, if that makes sense. They almost never perform well. But anyway, I did one on Amari months ago. I logged into my YouTube studio, which is the YouTube back office where you can see all your analytics and stuff. There's a little box where it's here's your most recent comments, and I think it lists the latest 3. And if you don't know, when I post a video, the day I post a video, I will scroll through the comments and read all of the first few hundred comments on said video. In preservation of my mental health, the people who watch my videos shortly after I release them are almost always people who like me. So the comments are nice. Being a content creator in the year of our Lord 2023 can be very mentally taxing on you if you are reading every single comment you get all the goddamn time. I wasn't logging in to read comments or anything. However, I did receive a comment that caught my eye at the very tippity top. It was a timing thing, I log in and it's right there and it caught my attention, so I read it. So it was a comment on my Amari deep dive by, you guessed it, an Amari distributor. Now, my deep dives, it's very easy to be able to tell where I get my information from in those deep dives. Not only do I post all of the links to my sources in the description of those videos, most of the stuff I get comes from the MLM's own website. It always kind of shocks me when distributors for an MLM that I have covered in a deep dive show up on that video and go, oh, this whole thing is just all lies. When they do that, it tells me one of many things. But the first thing is that they didn't actually watch the video. They just show up, they see an anti-mlm made a video about the MLM that I am in. Time to rage. Time to riot. Go ahead and tattle on yourself. But also, if you're going to say that everything I say in my video is a lie, when I got that information and everything I reported on from your own company's website, okay, so are you suggesting that your company is lying about stuff? What is the lie? Where did you hear the lie? Did your upline tell you said lie and you decided to believe them over your own company? What is it? And even in my Amari deep dive specifically, I even missed a really important part that I have no idea how I didn't stumble across this in my research, but the guy who formulates Amari stuff, his name is Dr. Sean Talbot. I actually kind of gave a glowing review of him, all things considered, in that video, but I did not find, as I was researching, that back in the early 2000s, I think. Oh my gosh, what was it? Now I have to look it up. There's a lawsuit. You'd think that I would put that in a deep dive, but no. So Sean Talbot was doing formulation shit for Slim back in 2005, and according to the FTC, 3 defendants will give up $4.5 million in cash and other assets to settle FTC charges stemming from their roles in the marketing of Slim and Stress dietary supplements promoted for weight loss and disease prevention, respectively. The surrendered assets will include an investment partnership and related charitable foundation, a boat, a truck, and a variety of real estate interests. As part of the settlement, the defendants cannot seek a cash refund of state or federal taxes for 2003, 2004, or 2005 that they were paid prior to the settlement. In its complaint, the FTC alleged that the defendants made false or unsubstantiated product claims and used deceptively formatted infomercials in pitching the dietary supplements. I'll post a link to that lawsuit in the description of this video if you guys want more information, but basically, yeah, I left that part out, that the guy who is currently formulating Amari's products right now, nearly 20 years ago, got in deep doo-doo with the FTC for, I guess, probably formulating a product. I would assume that was his role, and then deceptively advertising it to people. So I find it really strange that an Amari hun came into my comments and was like, hey, you're a big fat liar, and I'm like, oh, I could have put way worse stuff in that video. You're lucky I didn't find it while I was researching. I want to go through the comments and then the subsequent happenings afterwards. So her comment said, "Sorry folks, but this is completely wrong. If you think the opinion and credibility of someone spewing bullshit," well, she said BS, "and painting rocks is valuable, then you're grossly misinformed. First of all, how dare you?" You're clearly just very jealous of my very obvious artistic talents that I possess while painting these stones, okay? You're just jealous. You're jealous that no one else is as artistically blessed as I am. And you know what's funny? Not to be like that guy, I guess, but it's funny regarding the situation, but I have probably made more money selling those rocks that I paint in these videos to people who reach out to me and ask for them than she's made in her MLM. I guarantee it. I have no statistics on that because I don't know how much money she makes in Amari, but if I had to guess, I would doubt that she's breaking even with all the money that she's spending on her fucking Happy Juice. Because did you guys know that Happy Juice is 3 different products? And I want to say it's like $120 or $130 a month just for the fucking Happy Juice that they drink every day, let alone all of the other products out there that Amari sells. And they sell a lot, and they're all very expensive. I would be absolutely shocked if she did a loss statement report or whatever, if she just like made a spreadsheet comparing how much money she has made versus how much money she has spent with Amari. I would be shocked if it was green. You know it's in the red. You and I both know. But sure, make fun of my rock painting. Like, you know, she said that as a little jab. No, quite frankly, the reason I do that is because I get kind of weirded out like by reading a script for a camera, because you can tell that I'm reading and I don't like that. So it's easier for me to just like do a time lapse and then do a voiceover so I can have the script and like be able to read it without caring about what my face is looking like while also trying to relay that information to a camera. It's difficult, okay? That is something I'm not good at. I need to get a teleprompter or something because I feel like that would make it a lot easier. But anyway, I just find it interesting that my credibility that she's talking shit about, first of all, my entire life is reading into multi-level marketing companies. This is my full-time job. This is what I do for work. I literally research and follow the happenings in multi-level marketing companies, and then I turn that into content in which I post in video format on YouTube. That is my job. If I was so like not credible in anything that I was saying, I wouldn't have an audience. My videos would not be getting views, and also if everything I was saying was a lie, every single MLM would be suing me into oblivion. That doesn't stop them from sending me cease and desist letters. While Amari wasn't one of the ones that sent me a cease and desist letter, the most recent one I got was from Bella Vita. Basically same shit, just like scare tactics is really all it is. That's the extent of the trouble I get into with MLM companies. Distributors are a different story, regardless. No, ma'am, if I was lying, Amari would have sued me by now. Like, it's really not that difficult to understand. But it is also interesting that she's gonna question my credibility when the information I was presenting came from Amari's own website. So it's just wild. First comment here, and I'm already convinced that there's no fucking way she watched the video. And if you think that anything I say is bullshit, usually in deep dives like that, you can look in my video descriptions and you can research those things for yourself. So I responded and I said, "LOL, you're pretty thoroughly brainwashed, huh? Nothing I said in this video is false. Most of it came from their own website and compensation plan." Yeah, see, that's the other thing, is like usually the end of my deep dives I spend a good like 10 maybe even 15 minutes depending on the MLM and how wild their compensation plan is. I spend a good amount of time literally just going through their compensation plan and like explaining it. But no, I'm full of shit. No, the thing that's full of shit here is your MLM and their fucking compensation plans. Anyway, sources are always in the description, which they were. Try actually watching the video next time. One thing I missed in my research is how your precious Dr. Talbot got sued by the FTC in the early 2000s. You should be celebrating that I left that out. My Amari deep dive video, I don't think that you could even consider it to be a hit piece. I actually really try when I do deep dives on MLMs, I try really hard to be objective about everything. We're gonna talk about the real issues here. I'm not here to be a grifter or anything. I'm literally just like reporting on the issues. So she has a very easy to find name on social media. She has a very unique name, let's put it that way. So while some people would probably be like, "Savannah, you're being a creep," My curiosity was piqued because when I get comments like this, I always think it's interesting to see like who the person is in regards to their place in the company. So like I wanted to know if this woman was like high up, leader, giant team, like super successful, super rich, or if she was just like one of the minions at the bottom who's doing the company's dirty work literally for free, defending a company in which they are, again, most likely not even making any money. I guarantee that she is not breaking even. She doesn't appear to be successful in the company. She appears to be someone who really wants to believe that she'll be successful one day. That's not how it works. The other thing I found while I was lurking her social media was a goldmine of cringe ass content that you know that we're gonna look through today. I posted another comment and I said, "You're very easy to find on social media." I'll censor out her last name. I'm an idiot, and if I could find her really, really easily, anyone can. These comments are also public and she has her full name on her YouTube profile. Anyway, I said, "Thanks for this ridiculous comment. Now I have a new fun source of cringe content to put in my top MLM fails videos. Thanks for the free content farm." That was originally what my plan was gonna be, was just to like include her in a top fails video or something. But honestly, the content is so cringe, I knew I could make a whole video about it. But also, listen, you've made it this far into this video and I haven't even mentioned there's a second person that we're gonna be spotlighting in this video today, because for some reason these MLM distributor scammer bitches are out in full force right now. They're wilding out, and I don't really know what triggered this kind of response recently, but they're all up in arms here. So literally a few days ago I got a DM this time from someone who is just absolutely entitled, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I just figured I'd put them both in a video in which I spotlight them. So originally I was just gonna like feature her in top fails content because the entirety of her content is just one big giant fail. Here's where it gets funny. She responded, and the only thing she said was, "Defamation is a crime." Bleh. Oh god! It's so funny. Why is this so funny, you may ask? Because first of all, defamation is a civil matter. Generally, it is not something that you see in criminal court. It's civil. You don't go into a lawsuit with someone for defamation and then they end up behind bars. Like, that's not what, ma'am. It's really cute for anyone to like throw out the word defamation or slander or harassment or whatever to content creators in the year of our Lord 2023. It is very widely known for people who have been in the content creating sphere for a while anyway. It's very well known the way that word is just thrown around so much. And I can tell you, if you are going to be one of those guys who thinks that you're going to file a lawsuit against someone because they said something about you on the internet that you don't like, whether it's true or not, even if it's not true, lawyers are expensive. Defamation lawsuits are expensive. First of all, good luck finding a lawyer who is going to see your case and go, yes, this is a very clear example of what defamation is. I would like to take this case on, please. Most of the time, they're bullshit. Most of the time, defamation cases are all just scare tactics, and the only time a lawyer, unless it's like a legit defamation case, which they're few and far between, but unless it's a legit defamation case, or you just have like a lot of money and the lawyer's just like, all right, yeah, I'll do whatever you want me to, as long as you pay me, I don't care. Unless it's that, like, you're not gonna get very far with this. You're not going to even get a lawyer to agree to take that into court. Most lawyers would look at something like that and be like, this isn't defamation and I can't help you. But even then, it's a lot of money. You guys realize that like lawyers charge like $500 an hour. That's not an exaggeration. It's expensive. So really, ma'am, what are you gonna do? Call the cops on me? Go ahead. Yeah, call the cops on me right now and see how that goes. I'll wait for the cops to come up to my door and tell me that I'm not allowed to talk about you on the internet, ma'am. I'll wait for the cops to show up and tell me that I'm not allowed to react and repost comments and videos that you have posted yourself on the internet publicly for other people to see. Yeah, I'll wait. Oh no, I must be in so much trouble. Welcome to America, where really you can sue anyone for anything. However, it has to be like legitimate wrongdoing, or you have to have a shitload of money to be able to pay a lawyer to do your dirty work like this. Not gonna work. And I think it's really important to address this stuff too when it happens, because I know a lot of baby content creators who come to me for advice and stuff because, you know, I've been doing this for a few years, who are just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm really scared to start doing anti-MLM content because, like, courts and stuff, and, like, I don't want anyone to sue me and blah, 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 blah. It's really easy for a distributor or even a company to write up a cease and desist letter and scare you. My goal here when talking about this kind of stuff is to make sure that people know that it's nothing but scare tactics, and 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna do shit. As long as you are telling the truth and not intentionally trying to lie about a company to get them shut down or have them lose revenue or whatever. If you are reporting on facts, and then when you have opinions, you make it very obvious that they are your opinion, and then, you know, welcome to America where we have the First Amendment. So as long as that speech is not actually actively harming anybody, you pretty much can say whatever you want if it's true. Anyway, so this woman just showed me her ass, you know. A comment like that is enough for me to be like, you think you're tough? Because I think you think that, like, you're gonna throw the word defamation around, falsely say that it's a crime, and then get me to shut up and not talk about you. The only reason she responded in that way is because I told her that, oh, hey, I found you on social media, because, like, you have your full fucking name here. And she's like, oh God, gotta scare this girl so she doesn't make videos about me. I responded to that, and I said, just like that. That's how I said it in my head. You think defamation is a crime? It's a civil matter, you ding dong. Go ahead and try to sue me. I dare you. You think I'm scared of you? We all know Amari ain't paying you enough to hire a lawyer to file a civil suit against me. Good luck finding a lawyer who will take that case. My state has anti-slap laws, so it'll get thrown out immediately. That's another thing too. Hey guys, I did have some legal trouble with another MLM distributor a few years ago, and unfortunately at that point there were multiple people on that lawsuit, and so they didn't file it in Arizona where I live. They filed it in another state where another defendant was living, where they don't have anti-slap laws. And at the time, Arizona did not have anti-slap laws either. It was only to protect people for speaking out against, like, the government, basically. But everything else, it's like, yep, free reign. You guys can sue each other all you want. Now, as of September of last year, Arizona now includes a lot more stuff in anti-slap laws. Like, if you're gonna try to file a defamation lawsuit against a YouTuber in Arizona, good luck. You can't really get away with doing that here anymore. Less than a year ago you could, but now you can't. So good luck. Again, this is my job, so, like, this is stuff that I kind of have to know. Even then, I have personal liability insurance, so you'd be the only one wasting your money on that bullshit. Yeah, that's another thing too. After my legal problems a couple years ago, I learned, and this is advice for anyone who wants to be a content creator, if you are a homeowner, I strongly suggest looking into adding on an umbrella policy to your homeowner's insurance for personal liability coverage. The insurance company that I go through with my homeowner's insurance had an umbrella policy, and I added it on. I want to say it was like, it's like $60 a month more or something like that. Like, that's what my mortgage, like my entire mortgage payment ended up being more. Well, I had to switch over my car insurance from another insurance company and then, like, bundle it. So, like, it's $60 a month more on my mortgage, but all together, like, I'm actually saving money. It's pretty wild. But yeah, now I have personal liability insurance. So that specifically covers defamation suits. Even if I were to be sued for defamation, I literally would only be out my deductible. So, like, the only person who would be spending a substantial sum of money to sue me at this point would be the person suing me. I have a pretty minimal deductible in the grand scheme of things. So that's my advice. If you're a content creator who owns their own home, please look into it, see how much more it would cost to add that on, because an umbrella policy covers, like, everything, dude. I don't know, like, if someone's driving your car and they're an uninsured driver, like, it'll cover them. It covers, like, freak accidents, really, boats, quads, RVs. It covers everything, and they're really not that expensive. That's my advice for today. If you are a content creator who even, like, regularly talks about other people, I would highly suggest looking into it, because then you get ding-dongs like this in your comment section threatening to sue you, or, well, more so, she was threatening to call the cops on me. Most people are smart enough to know that it's not a criminal matter, but anyway. you get ding-dongs like this and you're just like, okay, well, I'm not scared of you. You're not gonna drain me of all my money and sue me out of house and home because I have insurance for that. So highly recommended. So the other thing is too, that when I went to her profile, I noticed that she had posted this on her stories. I think it was like the timeline added up so that she was very obviously posting it like after she had commented on my video. So like this lady got so fucking bothered by my Amari deep dive that she left the comment that she did, well, comments at this point, and then went on her Instagram and posted a story. This is it. This is what it says. Also, it seems to be like playing that "Put a Little Love in Your Heart," like that song, you know? My happy juice keeps me kind when my mouth wants to fight back. Oh, really? Is that what kindness is? I will be the first to admit that perhaps maybe she could have been talking about another situation where she was fighting back, I don't know, against another anti-MLM or talking shit about Amari. Like, I don't know what it could have been. I don't know what the situation was. It just seemed a little too perfect of timing. But it's very interesting to me that her definition of what kind is showing up in my comment section, telling me I'm full of shit, making fun of my rocks, that I'm clearly very talented at painting, just call me Picasso, baby, and then to basically suggest that it's all my opinion and that my opinions are shit, which, whatever, a lot of people do have shit opinions. I don't think my opinions are shit, but that's just my opinion. Is that what your idea of kind is, ma'am? You didn't keep your mouth shut. You still left me a comment. Either the happy juice is not working and you're just trying to convince yourself that your happy juice is working, or if the happy juice is doing what you people all say that it does, if your happy juice is making a big difference in your mood and just elevating you to a much happier version of yourself that you've never known before, and you still act like this in the comment section of an anti-MLMers video, then I don't want to see you without your happy juice, okay? Because if that is your definition of happy juice keeps me kind, what are you without happy juice? You must be a fucking monster. Out of those two scenarios, my guess is I don't think the happy juice actually works. I think she's just kind of virtue signaling with a post like that, with a story like that, kind of being like, I could say so many other things, but I'm not going to. Say it with your whole chest. My opinion is that the happy juice is not working and it's not keeping you kind because you're not kind. And I'm not saying that to suggest that I'm kind. I'll be the first to admit I'm an absolute bitch. At least I can admit it. Anyway, she's bothered. She was super bothered. So, I didn't save a screenshot of my comments after that, but I know I said something along the lines of like, in response to that story that she posted, I probably said something like, oh, is this what shutting your mouth looks like or something like that, or keeping you kind or whatever. Maybe I said something about happy juice clearly not working or what have you. I don't know what I could have said. I was poking the bear. Okay, I was. And then she blocked me. But I knew that was coming. Before she had blocked me, I saved a bunch of her stuff. So I had them saved onto my phone, and I think I must have posted another comment after that because I do remember being like, okay, blocking me isn't going to help when I already have a year's worth of your content saved onto my phone. That's another thing I've learned. Hey, as a content creator, guys, if you're going to do commentary content and you see something on the internet that you want to react to, save it immediately because people be deleting everything all the time. I have missed out on reacting to videos and stuff like that because the original gets deleted and then I have no way to get back to it, so then I just kind of have to be like, well, damn. So there's another word of advice. Save everything the moment you get a chance to. So that's what I was doing, because after this point I just assumed that she was gonna block me, and she did, and I'm glad that I saved everything that I did before she had a chance to do that. So without further ado, let's watch some of her content. If I'm so full of shit, I wanted to give her the platform and the opportunity on my YouTube channel to tell us what the truth is. What's the truth behind Amari, ma'am? You post a lot on your social media, so you clearly must know something that I don't. If you're still here, I have one more girl that I need to talk to you guys about, so it's also equally as cringy and funny, so don't click off before you hear that part of this video. I probably should have started with her because it's like a shorter situation, but anyway, let's watch a few videos.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my fart breaks, I will be.
I'm trying to sing a song. Shut up. Ma'am, don't look at me like that. Thanks, I hate it. The caption here says, me waiting for my mama friends to say yes to being a stay-at-home mom and still make a meaningful income without sacrificing every second your babies need you. Yeah, we're just jumping straight into it, guys. Here we go. Hi, welcome. This is the ultimate form of preying on mothers. Yep.
Don't you want to stay home with your babies?
Make a meaningful income. Hey, ma'am, define a meaningful income. Really, you're gonna try to tell us that you're making a meaningful income? She's married, I'm pretty sure. She at least has a significant other that she also posts about. Like, what does he do for work? If I had to guess, I'd say that his income is more meaningful than whatever you think you're making in Amari. Also, hey, as a parent to 2 kids, I can tell you that every parent is different, every home life is different, but for me, I find it important to get little breaks here and there from my kids. Otherwise, I get driven up the wall. You want to talk about being a stay-at-home mom? Hey, it is the best thing that has ever happened to me, honestly. I love being home with my kids all day, every day. I love that my job is this, and I make an actual income doing this and also being able to be with my kids. However, that all being said, sometimes you need a break. Some parents, mothers included, prefer to work a job that's not at their house because they go stir crazy otherwise. Some people need to get out of the house. They just have that personality type. Some people have other options and have family or, you know, other just help in their lives. Because when I was still working a regular job, I know my parents watched my kids, I think, once a week, and then my husband's mom watched them once or twice a week. And, well, obviously I enjoy my job that I have now more than having to get up and work on someone else's schedule or whatever. But sometimes, like, you just need to get out. And there are some parents out there who, believe it or not, don't want to be home with their kids all day, every day. It will drive you crazy. And right now, it's, you know, summer vacation. So, like, I have both kids home all day, every day. And I'm like, oh my God, please, someone help me. I love my kids so much. But, like, yeah, sometimes we need a break. And some people prefer to keep their work life and their home life separate. I don't even know if this woman has kids. Maybe she does. Is she even a stay-at-home mom? Like, do you know what it's like? And then can we also talk about how freaking creepy this is? I'm sure you think you're being funny, but then, like, at the end, she gives you this little join me, daddy. Like, I guess it would be more like, join me, mommy. It's weird. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be waiting to sign you up on my team. That's weird. What have you been trying up until this point that hasn't been working for you? Because now what it seems like you're doing is you are now committed to just straight up guilt tripping them. I've been here the whole time, mama. Don't you want to join my team, mama? What you're doing is you are absolutely preying on mom guilt, which is a real thing. And even me as a stay-at-home mom, as someone who is with my kids all day, every day, I still have the guilt where I'm like, maybe I'm not doing enough. We all have it, okay? Let alone people who aren't home all day, every day. You are sitting here trying to get them to join your team with the hopes that they will see this video and feel so guilty that they are sacrificing the time in their life where their babies are the youngest. Your kids are fine. In most cases, anyway, they're fine. Motherhood is hard. Parenthood is hard. You're doing it. You're doing great. Doesn't matter if you're home all day. It doesn't matter if you have a job. It doesn't matter if you work 50 hours a week. Doesn't matter. Your kids are fine. Seriously, don't sit here and be like, you're sacrificing time where they need you. Personally, like, I believe that the kind of maternity leave situation in this country is really fucked up and not anywhere near where it should be. Mothers should be able to take off a lot of time, of paid time off, to be able to have a baby and be there with them, in my opinion, for the first at least like 9 to 12 months of their lives. That's what I think it should be. Some countries do 1 to 2 years, dude, and it's like paid time off. America does not guarantee that to any mother. But you know what that is? That's a systemic issue. That's not an issue of, well, like, you should just join an MLM. No, that's an issue that needs to be, like, voted on. We need to be voting people into office who are going to make paid maternity leave in this country a reality. Like, that's what it needs to be. Your solution, well, just join my team, is that ain't it. Hey, sis, that ain't it. What other ones did I save here? What's this?
I woke up this morning, got up out of my bed. I looked around, This is what I said. Thank you, Lord, for another day. All the blessings just in my way.
First of all, can we talk about that? Fuck. You guys know that, like, whenever there's copyrighted music, like, I will do my own little stupid voiceover of it. This is interesting. I'm trying to think of how I'm probably gonna end up doing it. Can I share it? You know what? I might be able to get away with this not getting copyright claimed. I'm gonna try it. If for whatever reason it's cut out, they took the background to R. Kelly's Ignition remix. Great fucking song. Hate R. Kelly. Piece of shit. Ignition remix. Banger. That song, like, defined my 7th grade life. But so they took that song, the, like, instrumental part, like the karaoke version, if you will, and then, like, put new lyrics over it, thanking the Lord for another day. And I'm sitting here like, that song was about R. Kelly, like, fucking people in a hotel in a Jeep. Fogging windows up, blasting the radio in the back of my truck, bounce it up and down, stroke it round and round, you know?
Do you have your passport?
It's kind of strange to take that song, turn it into like a gospel song. What are you doing? Song choice aside, the caption says, thankful every single day that I get to work anywhere from my phone and earn amazing income and incredible trips to paradise. That's wonderful. Good for you.
Good for you, good for you.
Again, the amazing income. So what this is here is this is an income claim literally saying the money that I make working from my phone, aka being with Amari, is enough to pay for incredible trips. We know that she could be suggesting that this is like part of their yearly incentive trip or something like that. Like it could be that, but we all also know that that's not all exclusively paid for either, usually in most MLMs, unless you're like one of the top like 1 to 5 people. Like sometimes there are certain MLMs that'll be like, yeah, we'll pay for all expense paid, pay for your flight, pay for your tickets, pay for your blah blah blah, but it's like 1 to 5 people, you know? So it's like your chances of doing that are very slim, and then most people always end up like still having to pay for the room, still having to pay for their travel, their lodging, their accommodations, their food, their blah blah blah. It gets very convoluted in posts like this, but what I'm hearing is I am on this beach right now because the money I make with my job is so substantial that I'm able to do this, which is really materialistic and shitty of her to say. Also, this is something that we bring up with stuff like this all the time, where it's like, okay, you get to work anywhere or you have to work anywhere. Like, are you working on vacation? Because this seems like yes. You're basically suggesting that you are working wherever you are, whether you're on vacation. You don't get vacation anymore. You're working through your vacation. Is this a work trip or is it a vacation? Why do you feel the need to have to work in these incredible trips to paradise? Why do you feel like you have to do that? Any normal job, and I'm not even gonna be like, for me, because like I don't have a normal job either, but like I have had normal jobs and my husband has had normal jobs. We know what it's like to have normal jobs. Most of the time you get paid vacation. When I worked for a large retail chain for 10 years, yeah, they gave me another week of vacation, and then I like COVID hit after that, and then I quit like right after that. But when I hit I think 5 years with that company, I had 4 weeks paid vacation every single year, and it would renew every year. I just would have to take the time off to do it and like arrange with my boss and my manager. I couldn't just go whenever I wanted, but like, you know, you have to arrange the schedule and make sure everything's blah, blah, blah. I had clients and stuff, so you have to plan for those things in advance. But I got to go on vacation, still get paid, and not have to work a single second. My last vacation that I took on my company's dime, essentially, was to New York City. I was out there for like 4 days. I literally got to just like, hello company, I'm going to take like a week off and you're going to still continue to pay me, and I am not going to be working. I'm not even going to be thinking about working. I'm going to be in New York City having the time of my life. Thank you. See, that's what a vacation should be. With my job now, I literally have actual residual income, but I do still have to like continue to make videos and stuff. But like, if I really wanted to, I could make like 4 videos in advance and be gone for a month and no one would even know. I wouldn't be thinking about work. I wouldn't be doing any of that stuff. I would auto set all my videos to just like upload when they're supposed to and just fuck off. That's how it should be. What she is suggesting here is she's like, I have a job that forces me to work even while I'm on vacation. I have to work while I'm on vacation or else this amazing income, I don't get it. I'm curious to know what her amazing income is. Actually, let me look and see if she has listed on her Facebook like what rank she is. Ew. Her Facebook says she's a stay-at-home parent and works at Amari Global. We all know know why you put that in your bio, dude. Like, that's disgusting. Oh yeah, she is married. Ooh, he has a Facebook. Let's see what he does.
12 seconds later.
Oh no. Oh no, you guys. He's a very serious anti-vaxxer. It doesn't say what he does for work. Yeah, I don't know what he does, but she does have a husband, and he obviously does something. She is not the breadwinner of this family. Wellness partner and leader, CMWC. That stands for, ooh, I hate this. This stands for Certified Mental Wellness something at Amari Global. Certified who? You studied at a community college. Wellness partner and leader, that doesn't say anything about what her rank is. Oh, coach. That other C stands for coach. Certified mental wellness coach. Ew! And then people are up here like congratulating her. For what? For joining an MLM? Congratulations, new certified mental wellness coach. I'm sorry, you joined an MLM. I know it sounds a lot more impressive than it actually is. I was trying to figure out what this is. Okay, so this certified mental wellness coach shit kind of looks like an optional education course that people in Amari can take, and then they get a shiny little title of a certified mental wellness coach. I mean, why would you call it certified mental wellness anything? Coach regardless, like, it's like, okay, so you're not like a doctor or anything, but saying that they're certified sounds like it's something that's like regulated. So she went through a special little course. I'm not sure what rank she is, and that's what I want to know. I was gonna like see if I could find out what her rank was, then I could find out like if there's an income disclosure statement, like how much she might likely be making. Because normally, like, if you're at the top of a company or something like that, you're usually plastering that all over the place. She's very obviously not doing that. My guess is that she's not very high up at all. So, okay, what else does she have here? Okay, so this is her making happy juice, I'm pretty sure. How I lost 70 pounds in 1 year. Prebiotics, probiotics, and phytobiotics. Nootropics to boost mood, motivation, and metabolism. All natural mental energy and motivation. No sugar, non-GMO, no calories, blah, 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 blah. Decreases inflammation. Promotes balanced blood sugar. Supports healthy blood pressure. This is a lot. All while giving you the energy to crush your to-do list. But don't take my word for it. Get your happy juice in my link in bio. Okay, so is it happy juice? Is it weight loss juice? Is it what is it? Is it medicine? It's like controlling your blood pressure? What is it? And of course she's not going to tell you, oh, well, it's a mixture of 3 different products and it's going to cost you $100 and blah, blah, blah a month. It's like, yeah, no. This video, she says she cured her diabetes. I ditched type 2. Message for today. Your health isn't too expensive. I can think of some things that are. Insulin, Starbucks, Louis Vuitton bags. Thanks, Happy Juice. Literally saying, I no longer have diabetes because of Happy Juice. What a fucking health claim. Okay, here's the video. Do you see why, like, when I found this woman on social media, I was like, it's like a gold mine. The content is A+. Very good. Very well done. I saved 2 more of her videos. Oh, now she's going to tell us how to balance our blood sugar. Find your Happy Juice in my bio. So far, according to this woman, Happy Juice cures diabetes, balances your blood sugar, makes you lose 70 pounds in a year. What can't this thing do?
Here are 3 good ways to balance your blood sugar. Number 1, eat lots of protein. Number 2, low impact exercise like walking or lifting weights. Great way. And also, get your happy juice. 1 time a day. Be consistent. That's all it takes.
Oh, that's it. That's all it takes. According to Mayo Clinic, it says there is no cure for type 2 diabetes, but she just got done saying that she doesn't have it anymore. Losing weight, eating well, and exercising can help manage the disease. If diet and exercise aren't enough to control blood sugar, diabetes medications or insulin therapy may be recommended. Okay, same thing for type 1 diabetes. There's no definitive cure. But then I know there's also gestational diabetes that goes away if you're not pregnant anymore. Like, I'll admit, I don't know. But long story short, she said she kicked type 2 diabetes to the fucking curb just using Happy Juice. Thanks, Happy Juice. And now she just said, oh, well, you can balance your blood sugar with it. Also, as long as you just like do a little bit of exercise and stuff and eat protein. You know what you should be telling people to do is just like talk to their doctor. But anyway, here's the last video of hers that I saved. The choice was either be mad or be thankful for stress resilience and Happy Juice. You know, we don't really know what happened here. Did the kids spill the Fruit Loops? Did you spill the Fruit Loops? Who spilled the Fruit Loops? That's the question we all should be asking ourselves. Who spilled the Fruit Loops? If it was a child who spilled the Fruit Loops, and your first thing you thought to do was to go make yourself this stupid drink, you have no stress resilience. You have no mental wellness skills at all. You have no coping mechanisms. I don't want to say this stuff because, like, as someone who has suffered from mental health issues for their entire life, and I do rely on medication to keep my anxiety levels under control most of the time, because without my medication I am a big jumbled ball of antisocial, non-functioning anxiety. I'm a different person. Like, it's not good. I am taking a regimen of prescription drugs that have been working for me for years, that have absolutely changed my life for the better, and have been proven to work, and have been proven to be effective. And meanwhile, you're sitting here mixing some fucking powders and you're like, no, this works. What proof? Here, I spilled some Fruit Loops and I'm not freaking out. Clearly it works. It's like, okay, ma'am, my mood is stable enough all the time where it's like, yeah, if I make a mess, I'm like, oh, darn. And that's it. And then I clean it up and go on with my day. I'm not like, I can't even look at these Cheerios on the floor or Fruit Loops or whatever the fuck until I've had my Happy Juice. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to like talk shit about people who are mentally unstable because, hi, I've been pulling hair out of my face since I was 11 years old. Hi. I have weird mental conditions. Hi. I'm trying to say that I really think that this is like placebo and they've all just convinced themselves that this works because they're spending so much money on it that it really, like, it has to work, right? I think from what I remember, Amari's website has like clinical studies or whatever. They're not done by like third-party researchers and stuff. They're done, like, they're funded by Amari and stuff. I don't trust anything that they say that is clinically proven. While you can say that like individual ingredients and things have been clinically proven to do this and that, they can't say that like all of these third-party studies have been done all over the world and it's been absolutely proven that Amari's Happy Juice keeps you from freaking out when you spill cereal and also will cure diabetes. It just doesn't exist, dude. Like a legitimate non-biased study, it doesn't exist. How big were the sample sizes? How many studies did they do? How long did this go on? At the very least, we can say for our prescription medications that are keeping us mentally stable have been studied extensively and been proven to show results. So that's that, girl. I do want to quickly go through, because like this is a much less, I guess, extensive situation. This person makes a lot less content, but about a week ago I received this message. She is a Color Street distributor. I think she also said and she bought into Infinity Processing Systems. So if you don't, well, I think we all know what Color Street is at this point, right? Color Street is the nail strip MLM. I have tried Color Street multiple times. It destroyed my nails. It made them so dry and like flaky, and it was weird. A lot of you guys like had a bunch of Color Street laying around because you were all ex-distributors, and you guys sent me like 50 packets of them. So I used them for a while, and over time, that's what happened to my nails. This is not sponsored, by the way, but this is the best, or my favorite nail polish anyway, that I've used so far. It's by Mooncat? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but I'm using A Midsummer's Dream and Curiosity's Prey on my nails. And I also used a top coat too from Simply Nailogical, Hollow Taco. But I will say, this new brand I found, this Mooncat brand, I painted my nails like a week ago and they're only now starting to chip, and that's just because I started like pushing my cuticles back yesterday and then I was like, oh shit, now they're chipping. But some of my nails that I like didn't have bad like cuticle stuff going on with, they're like not chipped at all. Really cool colors. Yeah, I love them. dude, that best nail polish I've ever used. Even better than Simply Nailogical Hollow Taco, honestly. As much as I hate to say that, because I love Christine, and I really did like her products, but like Mooncat, love, love, love. Anyway, so Color Street is shit. That's basically all I'm trying to say. They also recently came out with their own makeup line. So they've got blush, bronzer, highlighter, lipstick. No like eyebrow products or foundations or anything yet, but you know they're gonna come out with it. One lipstick from Color Street costs $22, which is pretty on point with any like Sephora brand lipstick or something like that. Not sure. I've never used their lipstick, so I'm not sure how well they perform, but they're not like liquid lipsticks, like long lasting. They look to just be like a traditional lipstick. Lip liner, let's see, how much is a blush? $28 for the most basic ass blushes I've ever seen. Okay. Bronzer, 28 bucks. Seriously, why? Highlighter, $30 for, again, just basic ass highlighters. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, anyway, I mean, enough about that. Color Street is not just the nail wraps anymore, honey. Anyway, I got this message sent to my Facebook, which I almost never check my Facebook. I'm in like a lot of painted rock groups. Back to the rock painting. When I'm bored, I like to paint rocks, and sometimes I need inspiration. So I'm in a group for the town of Lacey, Washington, because that's where I started painting rocks. It's just a really nice, therapeutic, calming thing for me, and that's why I do it as much as I do. So I joined their local Facebook group, and then when I got back to Arizona after that vacation, this was like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Oh my god. I found out that there were like local rock painting groups to where I live. So I joined some. And so whenever I need inspiration, I'll go to Facebook just to look and see what other people are doing, and then I get inspiration from there. And then I noticed that I had a notification from like not my private Facebook account, but like my public one for my videos and stuff. Like not a private, you know what I'm talking about. The first line caught my attention because I was like, who does this person think they are? Here's what it says. Can we do a live, all caps, on Facebook? I'm highly offended, but I'd like to have a reasonable debate about MLM. There's so much here. I'll just read you my response. I said, 1, no, who even are you? And 2, you're offended by factual statistics about the scammy nature of MLM. You're not someone who's capable of having a reasonable debate if facts highly offend you. Exactly, past Savannah. That's what I'm saying. What are you highly offended about? Now, Infinity Processing System is a video I made a deep dive on-ish. Maybe like a month ago or something, but basically it's just a straight up fucking scam. It's like a kind of network marketing course. You essentially buy the rights to sell it to other people, and I think it's like $600. I mean, you can get like cheaper ones, but if you like only buy like a $30 course and then someone wants to buy a $100 course, you don't have the rights to sell it. So most people just go and buy the expensive course so that they continue to essentially recruit people to also take the course. So it's not like you have like a downline, but like you make money every time someone also takes that course, and it's a scam. It's a straight up scam. Lots of bullshit. And obviously, like if it was really truly working for this person the way that it's advertised to, her social media would not look the way that it does right now. But anyway, she responded, I'm just a person who's trying to make it in this big world. I work 3 jobs, a labor job, 40 hours a week, Color Street, and Infinity Processing Systems. First of all, Color Street and Infinity Processing System, those aren't jobs. I actually almost find it kind of concerning that you consider Infinity Processing System to be your job. Color Street, I can kind of see why people might say it, because not only are you trying to actively build and recruit a downline and manage it and, you know, be a leader, whatever, but you're also trying to sell the nail wraps. Like, I guess I could see saying that that's a job, but IPS is literally just, you paid money to take a course, and now because you paid that money, you are now able to also sell that course to people, but you're not recruiting them into a downline. You're just making, like, it's like a commission thing. I guess, I don't know. To say that you work 3 jobs, no, you work 1 job, you have 1 40-hour a week, 9 to 5 regular ass job, and then you're in 1 MLM and then 1 just straight up scam. My siblings and I were separated when we were younger because CPS got involved. One of my main goals is to travel with them more often. If I had the energy to work 2 labor jobs night and day with no sleep, I would. These companies give us a percentage of the earnings to help us bring in income to our household. Why are you telling me this? this? Who are you? Why are you here? I'm sorry that, like, you have baggage like everybody else. Like, you've been through shit. You have trauma in your past. Like, so sorry. But, like, you dumping it on me like this is not going to make me be like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Okay, fine. I will jump on a Facebook Live with you. What? Scams are deals when people just ask for money with no actual digital or physical product or service. What you're describing there is a Ponzi scheme, which is a scam, but scams can also be other things. You realize that, like, a scam is literally you might give somebody money in exchange for something, and when you get that thing, it's not what you thought it was going to be. If you can't get your money back for it or something, like, yeah, that's a scam. But also in MLMs, the reason we call MLM scams, which, you know, it's ridiculous that I'm sitting here, like, this is why I'm like, there's no fucking way that I would sit on a Facebook Live with you explaining this to you, because, like, you think you know what a scam is and you're telling me like I don't know, like this isn't my job. But okay, we say MLMs are scams because generally you're selling the opportunity, saying, just like the last person, make this amazing income, go on these amazing trips, meet all these amazing people, blah blah blah. All you have to do is spend $250 on the starter kit, woo, and then you're in. And then you get in there and you realize, oh no, wait, the only way that I'm going to be able to make amazing income and go on amazing trips is if I recruit more people. And that's what happened to me. Someone recruited me, preying on me for things that I want in my life, just be able to travel and have friends and be financially free. Someone preyed on me, so if I want to continue making money, then I have to do that also. But that wasn't sold to me that way. You get in there and you realize, like, the way that I have to make money now is to recruit people, not actually sell these stupid fucking nail wraps. That's what makes it a scam. Someone sold you this opportunity and it wasn't what you were originally sold it was. Because if the person who recruited you, ma'am, showed up and was like, yeah, hey, join my team. What's this opportunity? Oh, all you have to do is lie to people and make it sound like they can make $10,000 a month just selling nail wraps. And then all you really have to do is just, like, constantly post about your life and talk it up like it's something that it's not. If someone told you all those things, which that's ultimately what happens when you join a fucking MLM, if they tell you that, no one's gonna join. The statement, I make $5,000 a month from my phone, is a very common one we hear used to recruit people into an MLM. What probably worked on her was, I know somebody who makes $5,000 a month by selling nail wraps. When ultimately what it really is you make $5,000 a month by recruiting people who think that by joining you, they're also going to make $5,000 a month. But anyway, the audacity for her to be like, let me tell you what a scam is. No, ma'am, you also, in the case of Infinity Processing System, really, are you going to tell me that you have sold a single course? I fucking doubt it. The only people who are buying this course are people who are also looking to make a little bit of extra money alongside their MLM. Like, Infinity Processing Systems is literally like, someone else made this course, I took this course. The problem is like, I can't find, like, any real information about what the course actually is. It's supposed to be like, it's gonna build your business and your network marketing and your social media is like, it's all gonna benefit from taking our courses, but, like, there's not really, like, a preview of the course. You don't know what you're buying. Yeah, that's a fucking scam, man. And then you have to go sell that scam to other people. Anyway, she continues, how much money are you making by posting videos of your strong dislikes for MLMs? I make enough money to sustain my family, and that's pretty much it. Still a broke bitch, but I have a roof over my head. I've got vehicles to take me to and from places. There's food in my fridge. Sometimes I overdraft my account, so. My husband just started a new job today, actually, so that'll be interesting. He's worked regular 9-to-5 jobs his entire life. I'm not necessarily sure why that's relevant. She's basically just like, hey, you hate me? Bitch, I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. You slid into my DMs. I don't know who you are. You clearly know who I am, though, because you found me thinking you know all this shit. And now, not only are you asking me how much money I make, but you also thought that just by sliding into my DMs and asking me, a mother of two, a stay-at-home mother of two who also works from home, a private citizen who has my own private-ass life, you feel so entitled to sliding into my DMs and being like, come on live with me. Who are you? Who are you? And why do you feel so entitled to my time like that? Not only that, you also feel entitled to know how much money I make. What's wrong with you? Also, the bottom of this message that I haven't read, the final line says, who hurt your feelings? I mean, I can think of a lot of people who have hurt my feelings in the past. Again, I don't see how that's relevant relevant to any of this. My income is not relevant to my criticism of the way you make your money. That's whataboutism. Also irrelevant because you're in a pyramid scheme and I make my money creating content as a freelance entertainer, I suppose. Two totally separate industries there. I also did go to film school till I dropped out. But I learned a bit about like editing and stuff like that because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a film editor, and so even though I dropped out of school that I was going to become a film editor, I used what I did learn in my time there to make content online. So some industries are different from others. Pyramid schemes and entertainment generally do not go together. This entire message thread so far has just been a logical fallacy. Anyway, so that's what I said to her. I basically said, I literally don't see how any of that is relevant. If you want answers to your questions, watch my videos. I don't owe you an explanation of things that I've spent the past few years shouting from the mountaintops on YouTube. Also, I'm putting this conversation in my next Top Fails video because your cognitive dissonance mixed with your entitlement to be sliding into my DMs like this is kind of hilarious. Ma'am, you are not somebody who is capable of having an actual conversation. You can't have a reasonable debate with somebody if facts offend you. You're also sitting here trying to define what a scam is to somebody who researches and creates content on scams for a living. You're wrong. Who raised you where you think that you are so entitled to people's time? I spend a lot of time making my content, editing my content, managing social media. You think that I owe you not only just a response to your DM, but a full-on Facebook Live? No. Why do you think that you are entitled to that? You're not. We're people too. Content creators are people. Influencers are people. We have lives. We have families. You think so highly of yourself that you think you can just slide into any person's DMs and be like, we're gonna go on live together. No, we're not. And let me make this clear. It's not because I'm scared of you or something. It's because, first of all, I know the conversation won't go anywhere. Your response to any criticism is trauma dumping. Also, I don't know who you are, and I don't care. I don't care how ill-informed you are. I don't care that your definition of what a scam is about 1% of what a scam actually could be defined as. I don't care about any of that. And it's wild to me that you expect me to. So she doesn't post a lot of content, but I just want to just show you who it is that we're talking about here. Her Facebook page, her job says she's a graphic designer. Is that your labor job that you're talking about? That's not a labor job, sweaty. Anyway, and then it says she's a Color Street independent stylist and a digital marketing at Earn While You Learn This, which that must be Infinity Processing Systems. Her most recent reel is this in support of Infinity Processing Systems. Let's watch.
The digital marketing business is booming, just like these fireworks. Happy 4th, y'all.
So is this what Infinity Processing Systems is teaching you to do? Because, like, count me out. Is this what you've learned from IPS? Because it doesn't seem to be doing much for you. Let's see. What's the engagement here? Oh, 0 likes and 0 comments. Glad IPS is working out so well for you. Oh, look. It's a picture of her hugging white Jesus. Oh, that's so nice. We love white Jesus in this house. Ooh, here's a Color Street post.
You are so bold when you decide to create something of your own.
And you are so cringe when you suggest that putting on a company's nail strips that they made and put them on your nails, that you're making something of your own. You're not. A company made those nail strips and you just put them on. Are you suggesting you're a business? I'm making my own business. No, you're not a business owner either. What are you creating? A company made the nail wraps for you. A company set the prices. A company tells you what to do. A company makes the rules. A company hired a corporate team. You didn't do any of that. You didn't create shit. You just signed up as an independent contractor, dude. Ooh, looky guys, we have a Color Street Halloween. Last minute spider lip tutorial. And then of course she's got the Color Street on her nails. This video is not a tutorial, you're just showing off what you did. I think there was another one on here that I saw. Oh yeah, here it is. Or, hear me out, go to Spirit Halloween and get actual fake blood for a fraction of the price that you spent on those lipsticks. We know both of those lipsticks, what was it, $22 per lipstick? Is that what we were looking at before? Whatever it was. That lip look that you're doing there, it's almost 50 bucks. You could get those 2 colors of lipstick from fucking anywhere. Go to the dollar store. You can do this look for $2. But no, how about you spend 50? Yikes. Big yikes. I guess my whole point with all of this is, especially from the standpoint of her having spent money on infinity processing systems, and to see the content she's making, having all of that education at the tips of her fingers now, and this is what she's doing, I'm like, you're not making a good case for your little side hustle here. Laughing is the best medicine. Express your nails. What is this? This is weird.
Man, I just totally forgot why I was laughing. Funny.
Why are you holding it like that? She doesn't even have stuff on her nails. She doesn't even have makeup on. Like, what is that you're showing off? I'm so confused. It just looks like black nail polish or something, but she's not even wearing black nail polish. Let's see. Let's find one more. Here's a Color Street one.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. However, my face didn't get the memo, so she's gonna tell you loud and clear.
Which is really ironic because if I do recall, she wasn't necessarily nice in her DMs to me. She thought she was dunking on me, actually. Anyway, glad I could make this video. Glad we can all be entertained by the audacity. It's the audacity for me. That's this whole thing, right? This whole thing has just been one big giant, like, the audacity. My final message to anyone in an MLM who thinks that they're going to come not only on my content, but anyone else's content, leaving comments on their YouTube videos. One thing you gotta know is that when you comment, it like boosts the algorithm. Engagement on YouTube videos makes it so these videos get seen by more eyes. So when you leave these ridiculous comments on here, the algorithm's like, oh, someone likes this enough to comment on it. So if there's more engagement, you know, they'll push it out to more people. So thank you to that first lady for leaving me those 2 comments, and to the second lady, although she hasn't done anything for my algorithm because this was all through DMs, I will say thank you for the free content, I guess. Like, really, if you're going to slide into my DMs and be entitled like this, like, please expect me to rip you a new one in a YouTube video. There's probably gonna be some angry people who are like, oh my god, why are you picking on these little guys? You should be talking more about Jesse Lee Ward or something. Anywho, we do need to thank some people, mainly my patrons and my members. The list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club. You can get early access to videos sometimes. They'll probably get early access to this video, and sometimes even more than that. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube memberships. Whatever platform works for you works just fine for me. So with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Janelle Pratt, Elizabeth Wyatt, Cassessi Drew, Nitty Dragon, Leanne, Sheila Tapia, Amy Dolinak, Caroline Reed, Charlotte Treese, Daniel Urena, Maddie Darley, Ray, Shayna, Tuesday the 13th, Turd Ferguson, Laura Jensen, Miss Blue, Carol Campbell, Mitchie84, Ari, Martine Hubert, Amy Louise, Mira SIK, LaSalle Story, Mother Dragon 82, Han Bjornson, Baby Pink Pearl, Fallon Lowry, Hannah, Carrie K, Love to Be Evil, The Best Elephant, Jessica Billhart, Jess Kronfeld, Emion, and Auntie Lou. And oh my god, I have 10 seconds left. Thank you, even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for being here and being you. I forget my outro. Okay, bye. Yeah, my camera like literally just died. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for still being here even though you can't see me anymore. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I normally say. Keep making waves, babes, and I'll smell you all later. Okay, mommy, tsunami out.